get that going. Hold on, you guys. Just want to make sure everything's going good. Okay, I'm going to move that over there. There. That's better. All right, just adjusting everything. Um, I will be posting a video, and I know I don't look my best. I'm not wearing makeup. It is what it is. But this isn't a beauty contest. But what I wanted to get on here and say is I'm going to be doing the Witchy box haul right now, which I forgot to do, and I got this almost a month ago, um, which I love. And I know I said I was going to cancel, but my kids wanted me to continue till the end of the year, which is another November and December. So we'll do it that way. So yes, I will be doing a Witchy box haul today. And then tonight, I'm going to be doing a pre record for all of you for the general public. Patreon already has it. Um, and their information is a lot different from what the general public gets. But I will be posting the lunar eclipse in Taurus forecast for you tomorrow sometime. I'm going to record it tonight. It will be a pre record. I will not be going live tomorrow. I had planned on going live, but I'm not going to be going live because my heater is broken and they're coming tomorrow to do work on it and then take the heater out and come back Monday. So there's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be loud. It's going to be noisy. So I won't be going live on Friday or Monday because of it. So, hey, at least it's getting fixed because things are getting kind of cold here. Um, Phoenix, and what people think I live in Arizona, it's hot, but I'm in the mountains, so it's very it's not as hot as others would think. Um, Phoenix is a whole different animal. They're down in the Sonoran Desert, so it's in the 80s in the fall. But let's get going. I'm not going to talk too much about world conditions. Those who follow me know back in the end of September when the full moon was going into Aries, I did say that this is warlike energy and wars could break out. And here we are, watching a genocide take place right in front of us. That's all I'm going to say on it. Okay, so this month's theme, which I love, is called Call the Call of Hecate collection, the exclusive Hecate collection. So if you know me well, you know I work closely with Hecate. So you get this beautiful Hecate. I'm trying to show you without the glare, but there's a glare. Anyway, you get this little Hecate um, thing for your Book of Shadows. Talks all about Hecate. I do work with her quite frequently. And then you get, let's see, hold on. Then you get some little spell work and a chant to Hecate. Hecate, lovely dance of earthly, watery, and celestial frame. So it's just a little spell for you to put in your Book of Shadows when working with goddess Hecate. Remember, she is the mother of witches. So we get a little cauldron information as well with her sigil. Her sigil. And this month's tarot, which is absolutely, I have a big tattoo on the back, my back. I've had it since I was in my 20s of Isis. And this is the, let's see, honor the deities around you. after I'm done doing this, I am going to leave you with something, okay, that pertains to the world at large. Then you get this Queen Witch's atomizer spray. It smells so lovely and so divine. Absolutely. Oh my God, that is delish. I'm not going to sit and read from this, even though I highlighted it all. This is what it comes with every month. I highlight it and read it to you. And you get an extra piece of parchment paper. But I'm not going to sit there and do that today. Like I said, this is going to be short and sweet. So along with the spray, you get some, she put elements in here. So I got sand. I've got, oh my God, what is that? The Soul Guide, which is salt. So I've got sand and salt. And then I have these lovely, what is it? It's Hecate herbs for honoring Hecate. Now, Hecate, the day of Hecate is, I believe, November 16th. That is Hecate Day. So I have a chime, or not a chime candle. I have a 7-day candle that I'm going to burn in honor of her. And I will be using these herbs as well. I also received this beautiful little cauldron with wolves on it, 3 dogs. Because Hecate is known, when you work with her, you will, if she's working with you, the signs for her will be a dog or a coyote or a wolf that can come in to your life or grace your presence, almost like a spirit guide. But that is a beautiful cast iron cauldron. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. No, not last but least. Let's see. Then we got some cinnamon incense. Very nice. I don't remember what stone this is. I'm thinking it's obsidian. Let me double check. Yes, I believe this is obsidian, but hold on. Obsidian. So yeah, a little egg of obsidian. Oh, let's see. Then I got this little witch bell to hang over the doorway for protection. Very cute. Very cute. 2 more things and I am done. And of course, purple is her color. And these are really cool. These are beeswax. And they're in purple to honor her because purple is her color. So some purple candles, which is what I'll probably do with these is burn the 7-day one in the center and put these 2 on each side with her statue in honor of her. That's one way you can do it. Just make sure. Okay, and last but not least, I did not open this. I don't know what's in it, so I'm going to unravel it right here in front of you, just so we could see what it is. That's kind of cute. It comes with this little thingamajig. All right. Oh, it's like unraveling a Dead Sea Scroll. And it's just plain parchment paper to write your petition to Hecate on. How cute. Very cute idea. I love it. Little petition. All right. That is the Hecate box for the month of October. Um, very quiet today. Everyone's probably at work. So that's the witchy box for this month. Next month I'll be getting mine in a few days for the following month, but I am a little late on showing you guys, and I do apologize for that. Very cute, very beautiful witch box, especially if you're a Hecate devotee or work with her as a deity. Um, she's powerful. And I don't work with a whole lot of deities, and you don't have to. Hey, Irene, how are you? Nice to see you. I don't work with a whole lot of deities, so she is the one of the ones I work with when it comes to justice. And she's done some pretty good things for me lately. Um, so I usually get on here on Fridays and I do Financial Fridays. And Financial Fridays, considering the situation with the world at large, I just think it's in poor taste to sit here and talk finances when there is a genocide happening right in front of us. Now, I am friends with a lot of other witches who are of Jewish descent, and they stand with Palestine too. Please remember, this is a Zionism, and nothing ever good comes from religion. Religion. This has nothing to do with um, being anti-Israeli. Uh, there are Israelis suffering just as bad, but um, two wrongs don't make a right, is what I'm trying to say here. And what I mean by that is I'm trying to choose my words wisely with this because this is a very delicate subject and a lot of people get upset. Um, Gaza, to me, is like a concentration camp, okay, for Palestinians. And it's been that way for a long, long time. Uh, our The government of Israel is what the problem is. It's not the Israeli people. It's the government. And that I'm going to go on in a week and I'm going to do not Vladimir. I'm going to do Netanyahu's stars because um, there's a possibility that there could be an assassination attempt on him and Joe Biden. Um, in the last week, and you have to go to other news organizations. I'm begging all of you out there who watch this video. You are being lied to by your mainstream media. ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, all of the major corporations. I don't care whether they steer to a left or a right. You are being misinformed on a lot of stuff. And here's the funny part of this. 2 days ago, I had a friend message me who lives in Australia, and she videotaped her morning news for me to see. And their morning news 2 days ago said that, I don't know if Hamas or Iran, I'm not sure which country it was, just bombed the military bases in Syria, the American military bases in Syria and Iraq. Okay, now it took our mainstream media about 2 or 3 days to finally report on that. And that's really not getting a whole lot of traction. It's not getting a whole lot of headlines. So um, she asked me if I had heard this. I go, no. Everything that comes through from India, There's a station called WION, and they're from India, and they're reporting things that you're not seeing on the news. Um, I'm seeing a completely different war than what you're watching on ABC, okay? And that's because I know that when the media controls, they control you. They're owned by millionaires, billionaires, and they pick and choose what they want you to see. So while that's being taken place, I've been trained to go and look the other way and see what is not taking place, okay? And to see what's actually taken place on other news organizations. So there are news organizations out there that are reporting on. Vice News is another one. Oh my God, the shit that's coming out on Vice News. Um, there are several world leaders that have or ambassadors to Israel who have been dismissed. There's a country in South America. There's actually a couple of countries in South America that have just dismissed their Israeli ambassador. Ireland is trying to get rid of theirs. Um, some countries are seeing this as complete genocide. Now, the United Nations tried to work out a ceasefire, and guess who denied that ceasefire? The United States of America. So, for those of you who are so star-spangled bannered and love democracy and love your president, well, Genocide Joe is a demented old fuck that needs to go. Sorry. Okay. This doesn't mean I love Donnie either. Donnie will probably be in jail, or he'll be your president serving in an orange jumpsuit, because that's how fucked the United States is right now mentally. I'm not going to talk economy because the only stocks that are doing well are defense stocks. Those are the only ones that are making people money, except for Bitcoin. The crypto market is doing quite well this week. Quite well. But I just don't think it's in good taste to sit here and talk money and finances when innocent people are dying. I'm just not going to do that. I can't. Not in good conscience will I do that. Now, I got a lot of shit on TikTok for a video I posted about Vladimir Putin. And I did say that October could be a bad month for him for health. I didn't say necessarily die, but there could be an assassination attempt. I said there could be a um, health problem, a stroke, a heart attack, something. Now, the Kremlin is very secretive. Please remember that. Russia is a Scorpio nation. So there, if anything does happen to Putin, there'll be weeks before they even tell you. Anyway, people told me I needed to go get my tinfoil hat. So the next time I go on TikTok, I will make sure I wear my tinfoil hat with a wording that says fuck you on it. Anyway, short but sweet today. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Patreon, you're going to get your full tarot reading for the lunar eclipse tonight. I'll be posting that. The general public will get the general public newsletter tomorrow. I will be laying low over the weekend, and I will try to get back on here maybe Tuesday. Um, it's only $5 to join Patreon. You could have been prepared for this weeks ago, months ago. If you had joined Patreon, you would have known a war was getting ready to break out. I did say warlike energy was coming. I did say watch for Vladimir Putin. Um, and then the irony of this is that when I was on TikTok, I almost shared how to figure out your negative and positive biorhythm days. Like TikTok thinks I'm going to give that information away for free. The people that will get that information will be Patreon, because that's where my loyalty lies, not with the general public. If you invest in me, I will invest in you. It's as simple as that. So, Patreon will get a class probably in the beginning of the year on how to figure that out. Um, The general public will get the class too, but you'll have to pay for it. Patreon will not, because they pay enough every month to me. They invest in me, and I want to give back to them. So there's that. But just short and sweet today. My Facebook page is going to be changing. The name will be changing from the Astrology Witch to Astro Strega. I am going to be creating a new business under that name. And it's for a couple of reasons. There's another chick somewhere on this network that is calls herself the Astrology Witch. Her stuff is a lot more lighthearted and lollipops and sugar. Mine is brutally frank, honest, and I give you exactly what I'm seeing in the stars with no bullshit. Now, even though my company's LLC'd, she's not LLC'd. She doesn't even have a website. I want to get away from the word witch because people out there have a very negative connotation with that. And if I ever move overseas, Ostrostrega will do very well in Italy. So I do plan on spending my last days not in the United States. And so I am working on getting my heritage citizenship through Italy. It won't happen right away, but 5 years from now, I will probably be going to Italy. But right now I'm waiting for a passport so I can go there and buy property. That's my plan. That's my plan. Sometimes plans changed. Sometimes things don't stay the same. So we'll see what happens. But I want all of you to be safe out there. Have a great weekend. Try not to watch the news. And if you do, go and watch the news organizations I told you to watch, because you're being duped by mainstream media. And the things I'm seeing are just, it's like, I leave you with this today. Sagittarius, the sign of Sagittarius, is the sign of the truth seeker of the zodiac. So it would make absolute sense for news organizations that are ruled by Sagittarian energy to present the facts. Australia is a Sagittarian nation. Australian news is reporting on a whole different scenario of things than what you're seeing in mainstream media. India, WION from India, is a news organization that is actually reporting the news and the facts that are happening in Gaza and in Israel. It's not being sugarcoated by companies and news organizations that are owned by billionaires. The rich choose what you listen and hear, okay? That you're being controlled by the media and by the news. So when they say one thing, you always look the other way and search for your own information. But my observation here is it's the Sagittarian nations, India, Australia, South America, that are reporting on factual news, not puff pieces, not bullshit. So choose your media wisely is what I'm saying here, because most of it is bullshit. Just thought I'd add that in as an astrological observation. Anyway, I have a lot of errands to run today. I am out of here. Wishing you all a great Thursday. Have a great weekend ahead. Wishing you a blessed full moon. But please be aware, people will be unhinged. Okay. These past 2 weeks, people are insane. Anytime you have eclipse energy, you have insanity. People can't handle the energy. Their emotions are erratic. People snap. Okay, so we are still in eclipse energy. We just had a solar one less than 2 weeks ago. We're moving into a lunar one coming up on Saturday. We won't get to see it here on the West Coast. Most of Europe will, but just remember, rules the moon, and there's erratic energy around, and that also puts stress on fault lines. Let's not forget, we are still in a Uranus in Taurus energy, which does create fault lines, eruptions, volcanic eruptions. things like that. So do be aware of it. That's all I'm saying. And all of you out there, um, religious or not, spiritual or not, if you don't want to pray for peace, meditate for peace. Send good energy. We need to stop what's happening. This is not serving the greater good of humanity. This is just creating World War III. Oh, one other thing that mainstream media is not going to report on right away. You'll hear this in about 3 days. China has just sent 6 destroyer ships to the Middle East, probably the Mediterranean. Um, and we have ours there too in America. So there's that. That isn't good. Okay. Now there's some politicians that are wanting war, including America, because America is a warmonger nation. To sit there and decline a ceasefire because you think you can afford to fund 2 wars while the people in this country are starving, can't pay their rent, are becoming homeless. I think Joe Biden just lost his election. And after looking at his stars, you don't want him in office. This man is geriatric. He is senile. The cheese is sliding right off his cracker right now. Okay. As the years go by, once 2025 hits, if he's in office, he will be the first president with dementia next to Ronald Reagan. Okay. You don't want him in office. He's not making good choices. He's making bad decisions. And I'm not trying to do ageism here, but you're too fucking old, dude. Step aside. Okay. Simple as that. You're too old. I asked my mother the other day, could you be the president your 80s? Isn't he in his 80s? I'm sorry. That's too old. There's too much stress that comes from running this country, and he's not making wise choices. So there's that as well. Next week, I'm going to talk about the draft because it needs to be talked about because it's all over TikTok. And I have, I don't think our government realizes Gen Z. Gen Z isn't as gullible as the boomer generation. In fact, that's the one generation that by the end of 2024 is going to lose the biggest and the most. Number one, because they're probably going to lose Social Security because they always vote against their own worst interest. They never vote for their best interest. And with the economy the way it is, and most boomers being anti crypto, Bill Maher's a perfect example of this. I really can't stomach watching him anymore. I don't know what happened to him, but he's a schmuck. It'll be the boomer generation that loses the most money. It won't be Gen X as much, or the millennials or Gen Z. But if the United States doesn't want to do a ceasefire and they want to start a draft, you're going to have to build some bigger prisons because Gen Z is not the boomer generation. Gen Z is not as gullible. Okay. And I'm sure that's pissed some of you off. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to give you the facts. So there's that. But anyway, short and sweet. I will see you all later. Guys, have a great weekend. Be safe and hope for peace. Bye. Bye, Irene. Bye, you guys.